Okay, good day guys, and in this video we will be talking about numbers. We will be counting from numbers number 1 until 900,999. Okay, so you will be learning how to type and at the same time read Chinese numbers from 1 to 900,999. Okay, so let's start. So basically, all you have to do is memorize this 10 digit, well, of course, except the 0. All you have to do is memorize these 10 digit characters and you will be good to go. Okay, so within these 10 digits, you could already count from 1 to 99. Okay, and then we will add another character, Chinese character, and then you will be able to count until 999. And then add another Chinese character, and then you will be able to count until 9,999. And add one more character until you could read from 1 until 999,999. If you think numbers is difficult, actually numbers is easy. Okay, because the numbers that you only have to memorize, or the characters that you only have to memorize, is here already in this picture. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read every character thrice, and I'll be reading the whole numbers from 1 to 10, and then of course the 0. Okay, let's start. Let me read to you number 1 first. Number 1, if you notice, it is in the first tone, so it is read as E, 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 first tone. Number 1. Okay, number 2, if you notice, it is in fourth tone. Okay, so number 2 is read as Er. Number 3, first tone. Number 3 is read as San. Number 4 is in the fourth tone. I'll read it as Si. If you notice, number 4, I'm not reading the letter I here. Okay, basically it's just S. Si. Number 5, okay, if you notice, it's on the third tone. And then we don't need to read the letter W here. So we'll just read letter U. So just like what I've said in Pinyin, every vowel in Tagalog is also the same pronunciation in Pinyin. So A, E, I, O, U. And then the third tone, let me read number 5. U. Okay. Number 6 is in the fourth tone. Now, every time you would see this I and letter U, remember that it should be pronounced as I, O, U. Okay, so you have to add a letter O in the middle. So this is not read as Liu, but rather Leo. Okay, so that's number 6. Leo. That's number 6. Number 7, okay, again, the first tone. This time, you have to read the letter I. So, number 7 is read as this. Qi. Number 8, again, the first tone. We'll read it as Pa. Number 9, third tone for number 9. And if you notice, it also has the same I and U. So the same rule, every time we have a pinyin that has a letter I and letter U, you have to add an additional letter O in the middle. So this will not be read as Tiu, but rather Tio. Okay, so what will happen is it will become Jiou, the pronunciation. The same thing with number 6, it will become Liou, Liu. Number 9 is Jiou, Tio. And then for number 10, we also don't read the letter I from number 10. We don't read it. So we just read the letter S and H and then second tone. So number 10 is read as Sure. And number 0, we'll read it as Ling. ling, ling. Okay, so that's number 1 to 10 and 0. Now, let me read it to you again one more time. This time, I will be reading from 1 to 10 and 0. Okay, so number 1, E. Number 2, Number 3, san. Number 4, si. Number 5, wu. Number 6, liu. Number 7, qi. Number 8, pa. Number 9, jiu. Number 10, shi. And 0, ling. One more time, just in Chinese. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, ling. So that's number 1 to 10 and 0. So what I have read earlier is actually from 1 to 10. So we know now how to say 1 to 10 in Chinese. Actually, I even placed the chart on the upper right of this page or of this portion, so that you could you would have a guide. Okay, every time we're going to count from 1 to 900,000. Okay, so 1 to 10, we already know it. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 as 1 to 10. Now, how do we say 11? Okay, how do we say 11? Actually, how do we say 11 until 99? Okay, so here goes. First, you have to remember that in the Chinese, you have to follow a certain what we call rule. We have the numbers places rule. Okay, so for example, here we have the ones place, and here we have the tens place. Okay, so for example, 12. Okay, the ones place and the 12 and the tens place is provided accordingly. So number 2, for example, here number 2, we know that number 2 in 12 is just 2. Okay, it's just a number 2. And then the number 1 here on the 12 is actually not number 1. Actually, it's number 10. That's why when 10 plus 2, we get 12. Okay, so the ones place here, the tens place here is actually 10. So 10 plus 2 is 12. Now, how do we do it in Chinese? Now, here in the tens place, we have 1. It means we have 110. So all we have to do is copy from number 10 here, the Chinese number 10. So it will look like this. Sure. Okay. And then number 2 in Chinese is So how would we write that? Okay. So number 12 in Chinese is shi. That's it. Okay. So you just look for the ones place. The ones, of course, you will just see in the chart what kind of number is that, and then the tens place. Remember, you have to follow the shi. Okay, in order to get 12. So let's try, for example, 15. Okay, so 15, 5, ones place, 1 is in the tens place. So since 1 is the tens place, we have 1. How many tens? Only 1. So we have only 1 ten. So sure again, sure, and then 5 in Chinese is wu. So number 15 in Chinese is shi wu. Okay, so as easy as that. Now, let's proceed. How about 20, 30, 40 until 90? Okay, how about if we have 20, 30, 40 until 90? Okay, let's try. For example, we have, let's go to the next one. Let's say we have 26. Okay, 26. Now, in 26, again, we have the ones place, 6. We have the tens place, 2. But we know in this tens place is not actually number 2. This is actually 20. That's why if we add 20 plus 6, we get 26. So this number 2 is not actually 2. It's actually 20. And how many tens does a 20 have? Okay, how many tens does a 20 have? We have 2 tens. So all you have to do is provide 2 tens, 2 and tens. Sure. shi. And then 6 liu. So in Chinese, 26 is shi liu. 2 tens and then 6 shi liu. Okay. Now let's proceed to another number. Let's try 37. 37. Again, the same. Look for the ones place, 7, and then the tens place is 3, and we know it's not number 3. It's 30. Okay. So how many tens does a 30 have? Okay. 30 has 3 tens. So 3 tens. So we have san, shi, and then 7 is ci. Okay, so in for number 37 we have san shi ci. Okay, san shi ci. Okay, so the same pattern until we reach 99. Now let's use a higher number. Okay, let's try 88. Okay, 88. Again, 8 is in the ones place. The other 8 is in the tens place, and we know that this is not just 8. This is 80. And how many tens does an 80 have? It has 8 tens. So 8 tens is 8. 8 tens is 8 tens, and then 8. So it's pa, shi, pa. 88 is pa, shi, pa. As easy as that. Okay. Now one last example. 99. 99. Okay, so 99, again, this is ones place, and this is the tens place. Again, the same pattern. We know that it's not 9, it's 90. So how many tens does a 90 have? It has 9. Sorry, pardon me for my writing. 99. Correct? 90, 9 tens, and then the 9, the ones place. So we have 9, shi, 9 for 99. So that's how you count from 11 to 99. Next is hundreds. So we will start counting from 100 until 999. So how do we write this in Chinese? Again, we have the chart on the upper right side of the screen, so that you will have a guide while you haven't memorized this yet. So we have 100 to 999. So in 100, we have to add another character. Here is another character. Pai. 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 Pai means hundreds. Okay, pi means 100. So here is a sample of the places. If you're not familiar with these places, we have the ones place, we have the tens place, and we have the hundreds place. So for example, here in the screen, you would see 352. So let's translate 352. Okay, so first 3, we know it's not number 3. It's actually 300 because it is in the 300s place. So how many hundreds does a 300 have? Obviously, we have 3 hundreds. So how do we write 3 hundreds? We copy the 3, and then we copy the hundreds. So that will read as san pai. San pai, that's 300. And then we have 52. Again, 5. This is not actually 5. This is 50. So 5 tens. So we have 5 tens. 5 tens. 50. And we have 2. So 352 in Chinese is san pai 50. So that's how you write hundreds in Chinese. Okay. Next, another example, so that you would know how to translate on your own. Let's try a very easy one. 178. Okay, 178. Again, ones place, tens place, and hundreds place. Now, how many hundreds is 100? Obviously, it's 1. So we just say 100. E pai. Okay, and then the next one is 78. We know that's not 7 but 70. 70 has 7 tens. 70, and then 8 pa. So 178 in Chinese is 178pa. Another example. Let's try 712. 712. Again, 2 is in the ones place, 1 is in the tens place, and 7 is in the hundreds place. Now, 7 is in the hundreds place, and it has 7 hundreds. So we have 7, T, and pi for hundreds. So we have T, pi, and then 1 tenths. Again, if there's 1 tenths, you don't need to write the 1. We just say sure, because there's only 1 tenth. And 1 tenth is sure. We don't need to write e sure. Okay, we just write sure. And then 2 is So 712 is T pi sure. T pi sure. That's how you write 712. One last example. Let's try the biggest number here. We have the 999. Ones place, tens place, hundreds place. Now, 900 has how many hundreds? Of course, 9. So 900. 9 pi. And then 90, how many tens? It has 9 tens. 90. And 9 is 9. So 999 is 999. 999. So this is how you would write hundreds in Chinese. Next on the list is thousands. Okay, so thousands more or less and hundreds have the same pattern. Okay, all you have to do is write down the number and then the character. Write down the number and then how what places is that number, and then follow through. As easy as that. But here in thousands, we have another Chinese character, a new Chinese character. We read this as tian, tian, tian. Okay, so if you notice this Chinese character, if you are using your hand to write this, remember that on the top part of this Chinese character, you have a bend, something like a comma, and then number 10. So it looks like that. Of course, pardon my handwriting, it's not that good, but tian usually looks like that. Okay, but the computer generated character is not very near, but that is how you write tian or thousands. Now going back to our same pattern. Okay, as you could see here, I have ones, I have tens, I have hundreds, and then I have thousands. Okay, so now we're in thousand, and we could count from 1,000 until 9,999. So how are we going to do this? Again, the same pattern. All we have to do is check the places. Now let's start with the left side. 6,000. 6 is not just number 6. We know 6 is 6,000. So how many thousands do we have? We have 6,000. So all you have to do is write 6 and then thousands. So we have 6,000. Okay, if you cannot understand the pinyin, don't worry. You could just look at the picture in the upper right to guide you. And of course, it is better if you could memorize this. Okay, even just 1 to 10, so that you will be able to write things fast whenever we have a quiz or an exam. Okay, so we have 6,000 for 6,000. Next, the number 7 there, we know it. It's not just 7. It's actually 700. So 700 T by. Okay, and then 5 and 2. You know that 5 there is not 5 but 50. So how do you write 50? Sure. Sure. And then 2 is 2 is Okay. So how do we say 6,752 in Chinese? We read as 6,752. 6,752. That's how we read 6,752 in Chinese. Now next, Let me give you another example so that you would get the feeling of, you know, translating these this Chinese character. Let's try a small number first. 3,891. Okay, 3,891. Again, remember, your first job is to look for the places: ones place, tens place, hundreds place, and thousands place. Of course, if you're used to translating, you don't need this this thing anymore. You just translate it directly if you're used to. But to be safe, you have to look for the places first. Now, the first one is 3, and 3 is in the thousands place. So 3,000, we have 3 san, and then 千, 3,000s. 3 san, 千, 3,000. And then 8, we know it's hundreds. So pa, pai, pa, pai. And then 9 is on the tens place. So we have 90, 九十, 九十. And we have 1, 一. So 3,891 is 3,891. Okay, 3,891. Okay, so that's 3,891. See, the same technique as in the hundreds. Okay, all you have to do is look for the places and then write the Chinese character and add the thousands if it's in the thousands. If it's in the 100, you add the 100 character, and then so on and so forth. Another example. Okay, another example. Let's do 9,898. Okay, so again, first ones place, tens place, hundreds place, and thousands place. So 9, the first 9 on the left side is actually thousand. So 9,000, 9,000. Okay, 9,000. And then the next one is 8, which is hundreds. So we have pa, pai for 800. And then we have another 9, which is this time it's 90. So 9 tens, 9 tens, 90. And 8 is pa. So 9,898 is 9,898. Okay, 9,898. So this is how we would count thousands. Now, there is an important limitation. Okay, I'll write it here so that you would also see it. There's actually an important limitation. Limitation in thousand. Okay, important limitation. What do you mean by limitation? It means it is only up to here. Okay, you cannot exceed. Okay, that's limitation. You only have until here. You cannot exceed. Now, the 千 character, all we know, this 千 is thousands. Okay, this is 1,000. But this 1,000 is only limited until 9,000. So basically, the maximum number you could use this 千 character is 9,999. Okay, the maximum is 9,000. This is the maximum. Meaning, if you have 10,000, obviously this is 10. This is not 9. This is more than 9. You cannot use 10 anymore. So you cannot use 10 here. You cannot use it. Okay, so we will study that later. But then again, important limitation for 10. We can only use 10 until 9,000. Above 9,000, when it starts to become 10,000, we have to use another character for that. So we can only use 10 from 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 until 9,000. Okay, this is the rule for 10. The last but not the least is the 10,000. So earlier I told you that the 9,000 or the 10 Chinese character limits only the thousands until up to 9,000. Now above 9,000, when you start writing 10,000, you have to use another character. So from 10,000 until 900,999, we will be using the character 1. 1 is 10,000. So remember, the value of 1 is 10,000. Okay, this is very important to know. The value of 1 is 10,000. Okay, remember that. Don't forget that the value of 1 is 10,000. Okay, now, again, the same pattern as we have been doing all along. First, we have to determine which places are they. For example, here we have 84,752. Number 2 here is in the ones place. Number 5 here is in the tens place. Number 7 hundreds, number 4 thousands, and number 8 is in the 10,000s place. So 8 is in the 10,000 place is actually what we're going to study, the 1, the 10,000. So how do we do this? Again, it's very simple. Look at the 10,000s place, 8. So all we have to do again is write 8. And then 8 is 80,000 basically. So how many 10,000 is that? That's 8 10,000s. So it's pa 1. Pa 1. That's 8 10,000. Correct? 8 10,000 is 80,000. And then we have 4. In this case, 4. And then what is 4 there? We have 4,000. So we have 4,000. And then we have 7 for 700s. 700. And then we have number 5 for 50. 50. And we have number 2. Okay, so 84,752 would be considered as 81,4,752. 81,4,752. So that's 84,752. Okay, let's do another number. Let's try 68,387. Okay, 68,387. Again, let's look for the places. We have ones place 7, tens place 8, hundreds place 3, thousands place 8, and 10,000s place 6. So how are we going to do it? First, let's look at number 6. So 6 there is actually 60,000, which consists of 6 10,000s. Okay, 6 10,000. So how are we going to do this? First, write 6 again, and then 10,000. So you have 6 10,000. You have Leo 1 for 6 10,000. Number 8, it is in the thousands place. So we have Pa for number 8, and then Qian for thousands. Pa Qian. We have number 3 for hundreds. So we have San Pai. We have 8 for 80. We have 8 tens, Pa Shi. And we have number 7, Qi. So 68,387 is 6万8387 6万8387. Okay, so let me just erase this so we could get some more examples. I'll do one more example, and then we'll proceed with the next one. Okay, so let me just delete this so that we could have more spaces to write. Okay, good. Next, let's try one more example. Let's say 99,999. Okay, 99,999. Again, ones place, tens place, hundreds place, thousands place, and 10,000s place. Okay, let's get the answer. The first 9 is in the 10,000 space, so we have 1. 1. Then the second 9 is in the thousands place. 9,000. 9,000, pardon my handwriting. The third 9 is in the hundreds place, so 900. The fourth number 9 is in the tens place, so again 90. How many tens? We have 9 tens. 90. And we have number 9 as 9. So how do we read 99,999? We have 99999. Okay, 99999. That is 99,999. Now, what if we have now the 6-digit 100,000? Okay, what if we have the 6-digit 100,000? Okay, let's try it. Let me just erase this so we have more spaces to write, because it will require a lot of space. Okay, so and 5 digits, we already know how to translate it. Now, how about 6-digit? Okay, so that we could reach until 999,999. So let's start with 100,000. 100,000 is very easy. If you notice, there's a lot of zeros there. So again, 1's place 0, 10's place 0, 100's place 0, 1,000's place 0, and 10,000 place 0. And then we have here on this portion is the 100,000's place. The 100,000's place. 100,000 place. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Okay, the first technique is to get the first 2 digits on the left. So the first 2 digits on the left is 1 and 0. Okay, this is the first 2 digits. These are actually under the 10,000 place. Actually, this is the 100,000 place. The next one is the 10,000 place. Okay, so you get these 2 digits on the left. Okay, you translate it in Chinese first. So what is 10 in Chinese? Of course, the answer would be sure, the 10 in Chinese. And then you just add 1. 1. Okay, so sure 1. That's already 100,000. Sure 1. How did we get that number? Okay, simple mathematics. Sure is 10. Okay, multiply by 1. 1, again, the value of 1 is 10,000, right? So 10,000. So 10 times 10,000, how many? 100,000. Okay, so that's 100,000, sure 1. That's how easy 100,000 is. Okay, so you could also use the shortcut. So if you notice, 10 times 10,000, just write 1, and then you count how many zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You also get 100,000. So that is how we solve if it's a 6-digit 100,000. Now let's try another example. Again, give me some few seconds to erase so we could get more space. Okay, next, let's do something a bit higher. Okay, 791,343. 345. Okay, I like 345. Okay, so these are the digits. We have 1's place, we have the 10's place, 100's place, 1,000's place, 10,000's place, and 100,000's place. So what is the rule again? We have to get the 2 digits on the left, okay, 7 and 9, and then translate it. So we have 79. So how do we translate 79? Again, 79, 7 here is 70. So we have 70, 70. Okay, T sure. And then 9, 9. So T sure 9, that's 79. And then 79 what? This is not just 79, this is 79, 700,000. Okay, sorry, 790,000, sorry, 790,000. So 79 and then plus 1, we have now 790,000. Okay, so how do we check it? Again, 79, place 79 there, times, again, what is the value of 1? The value of 1 is 10,000. So the answer, you will get 790,000. Okay, is it over? Not yet. We only got 790,000. We still have 1,345. So let's continue translating. 1,000, 1,000. Okay, 1,000. We have 300, 300. 300 we have 45 40 and 55. So we have 791,345 would be 791345. That long. Yeah, I know it's long. But if you do this and you do it honestly, you try to memorize it, I believe your memory would improve so much better. Okay, because you are learning another language. You're trying to count using another language, which again expands your brain. Okay, so this is very helpful actually. So 791345. Okay, another example, so that you would get, so that for those who are still wondering what is happening here, okay, you would get another example. Okay, now let's try this. Let's try a smaller number. Okay, let's try 381,257. Okay, 381,257. Again, ones place, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, 100,000. What is the rule again? Get the first two digit on the left and translate it first. So we have 38 here. So how do we translate 38? 38 has 3 tens. This number 3 has 3 tens. So we have san shi, and then 8 is pa. Okay, so we have san shi pa. Okay, and then this 38 again is not just 38. This is 380,000. So we have to add 1 here. Okay, so we have san shi pa 1. San shi pa 1 is 380,000. Now, how do we check again? Right, 38 times 10,000. You would get 380,000. Okay, is it over? No, because we still have 1,257. So let's translate 1,000. 1,000. Okay, and then 200 200, and then 57, 57, 50, and then 7, 57. So basically 381,257 is 38,1257. So that is how we count from 1 to 999,999. Again, please copy this on your notebook so you will have a copy every time you're going to translate. Okay, so this ends the video for numbers, and hope to see you again. God bless everyone.